So today's information you can use segment, we're going to focus on the topic of due diligence. Due diligence is technically defined a couple of ways. The first is making reasonable effort to perform under contract. The second is making a reasonable effort to provide accurate and complete information, a study that often precedes the purchase of property, which considers the physical, financial, legal, and social characteristics of a property. And the third is the examination of property to detect the presence of contaminants. As far as due diligence is concerned, it is basically, simply put, inspect what you expect. During the home purchase process or any type of property purchase, you want to go in and inspect everything. If it's a residential home, you want to check the roof, you want to check the plumbing, you want to check the HVAC. You need to ask questions. In Georgia, the sellers provide a seller's property disclosure statement where they answer questions regarding the property to the best of their knowledge and ability. I've had some interesting things go on in my career. I have sold a house to a friend of mine, a beautiful house. You would think that it should be in the Southamptons, big mansion in Tifton, Georgia. We did our due diligence. We went through. We did our inspections. We did our checks. Everything checked out. We moved to closing. We got the property closed. My clients moved in, and they moved in on like a Friday night. That Saturday, I get a call, and they're like, "David, something's wrong." And I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" And they're like, "Well, there was no air upstairs last night." So I said, "Well, okay." Went back, looked at our home inspection report. The inspector did note that the unit it was at its expectancy as far as its life expectancy. It was toward the end of that. We reached out to the seller's agent. I'll never forget it. It was Labor Day weekend about 2 years ago. They were on Lake Lanier, and I called and I said, "Look, we've got a situation. The areas went out in the house, and seller's disclosure says that they didn't have any knowledge of anything being wrong with the air conditioning system." Well, my buyers called the HVAC company to come out and see what was going on with the unit, and when the technician got there, they were just talking small talk. Well, they've kind of been patching this along the previous owners. Called that agent, and we had a full discussion, and they were like, "Well, it's on your buyers now." And I said, "Well, no, it's really not. And we're going to fix it, or we're going to have another problem. So like I said, it was Labor Day weekend. That Monday, that seller had a check for my buyers to cover that air conditioning. And the only reason that they had a check for my buyers is because of the due diligence aspect of agreements. When we make disclosures in seller's property disclosure statements, that's what we're relying on as far as your word as to what the condition of the property is. If they had said in those disclosures that the air conditioner was shot and whatever, that's fine, because you've disclosed that there's a problem with the air conditioning system. And then if we purchase based on that disclosure, we're buying it saying that we know there's a problem with the air conditioning system. But always do your due diligence. Always ask questions. Always understand that a home inspection, I don't care what type of property that you're buying, needs to be conducted. I am a broker, an investor, a small time developer. I don't buy anything without getting professionals that's in that to go check it out. I bought timberland. I get a forester to go check it out. I bought regular residential lots. I want to see if it's in the county. I want to make sure that I can put a well down and that, it's going to hold and everything's going to be good. You've got to hire these professionals, or if you've got a family, friend, or somebody that can do these checks for you, but you have to perform your due diligence, or else it leaves you in a situation where on the front side and the back side, you're losing.